Welcome to yet another expert talk show presented by Asia's largest educational conglomerate, spreading across 19 states and with 400 plus branches in India, the Narayana Group. Here today, I'm Shabrinath. Along with me, I have one of the eminent personality who is award-winning business transformation coach and channel partner for Bada Business, Nellore, Dr. Azmathullah Khan, also an international author and global coach for professionals and entrepreneurs. He is on a mission to help 100,000 professionals and entrepreneurs to build credibility, visibility, and authority in the marketplace within a short span of time. An engineering and management graduate, become India's most innovative leading CXO and has been recognized with 50 plus international and national awards, including the prestigious award from BSE and NASCOM. He has been instrumental for many organizations to flourish as to what they are today. His insights and guidance have been the mainstream suggestions taken by many of the organizations, and people do look up to him when they need a guidance and to move forward. Without much ado, I introduce to all of you Dr. Azmathullah Khan once again, with lots of proud and humble feeling to have you with us today, interacting with us. And this is a group where the students are in huge numbers, and definitely they are going to be benefited by the words of wisdom from you, sir. Welcome you once again.
Thank you, Sabrina ji. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words, first of all, and thank you for the introduction.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, before we enter the interview session, I know it's like, we have a very limited 30 minutes of time, but still, I love to hear from you. What made you, you are working with entrepreneurs, you are working with organization. What was your thought when you got an invitation from a school, or school and PUC is what we do. So what made you feel like, okay, I should go and talk with them? I would like to listen to your idea of coming and addressing the students.
Yeah. See, I will tell you, there is a bigger problem in our country beyond COVID. Okay, and that is about the lack of skills, which is going to bring down India's GDP to a whole new downfall. So India is already staring at $2 trillion loss in the next 9 years, which no one is talking about, and that was one of my trigger points, which actually prompted me to offer a lot of guidance for the students and colleges all across the country. Because that's where the foundation is laid. When the foundation is strong, our nation will grow, right? And I would love to participate in any such colleges and universities event where it can have an impact on the students, though I am myself very costly in terms of consulting charges, right? But for colleges and universities, I go and do out of the way. I don't charge anything and still give my best effort to see each and every student gets benefit out of it. And that's only because of the mission, the national mission which I am onto, where I want to make sure that I don't want to see the loss. I want to see India being on the number one in the world map. I'm very clear. By 2024, not even wait for next 9 years, by 2024 December, irrespective of what the situation is, I want to see India as number one in the world map. And this can happen with the proper skill development at the root level, which is at the students level.
Thank you, sir. Definitely an young India. India is the youngest country as of now, 2020 in the world. Young India definitely need such visionaries to guide them and promote them. Then definitely our country is going to be number one pretty soon. So, sir, shall we, with your permission, shall we enter into our interview sessions?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So, first question from my end was derived from your own interview and recent thoughts which you were sharing. It's about your idea and vision on national mission. Especially, I was intrigued by the S3 concept which you have presented. So the super shining star. Could you give us a little bit of
See, because everyone tries to be the best. Okay, can we become better than the best of ourselves? Like if you start competing with yourself first, you can definitely become a S cube, which is super shining star. I call it as S cube. So wherever I go, I look for who are those S cubes, whether it's colleges, universities, corporates. Wherever I speak out, I look for the S cubes, the super shining stars, because that is where they can lead with clarity. They can lead the teams, they can lead everyone around them, they can lead the society, they can contribute in the society's growth by solving the society's problem. And that's where I call them super shining star, S cube.
Thank you, sir. Definitely, S-Cube is something which needs to pass across to many, and even we will be taking forward that idea with your permission to our students as well. So now I'm more interested to understand your entrepreneurial journey in, like, from the clay to the mold. Like, as a fresher in 2001, when you started, to the finished product you are right now, the clay to mold. This was also taken from your own explanation recently, the clay to mold format. So from your personal experience, we would like to know how that transformation happened.
Yes. See, clay, what is clay? It is raw, right? It is raw. So when you go into the industry, you will have to be again fine tuned. There were days when people used to hire students, train them for months together, and then some of them you used to get fired. Literally, because I've been in the corporate world for 2 decades. And it used to pain me a lot when I used to fire from leading institutes of our country after taking them, training them, spending few months, and then firing them. Rather, I would say become molded clay while you are studying in the college. Why? Because today during pandemic it has become even more alarming. 99% of the employers, please listen to me carefully, 99% of the employers or companies, Indian companies, have confirmed that either they do reskilling in an emergency basis, just like how we are looking for emergency oxygen, they are looking for reskilling their employees on an emergency basis. Otherwise they are going to fire them. And in which areas they are going to reskill? They are going to reskill in the areas of entrepreneurship. That means they don't want any more employees, they want someone who is going to be coming into the company and growing the company. Listen to me carefully, they are going to come into the company and grow the company. That means they are clearly looking for those people who are going to write the code, software code, which is going to add value to the society, build revenue for the customers, for the stakeholders, for the company. They are going to create anything on the mechanical design or civil construction or whatever it is, which is going to add value, which is going to generate revenue at a massive scale. And that is a kind of a growth they are looking for. And they are also looking for that molded value, not anymore raw clay, the molded value, the shaped, well shaped students who have developed their entrepreneurship skills and even entrepreneurship skills. You'll be surprised that when campus selection happens, right, the people who have developed their entrepreneurship skills will get an edge, clear edge. Okay, and this is the right time, because see, after you come out of the college, they will not get the chance to go and do experimenting. But during the college they can form a team, form a group, start a project, start some entrepreneurship projects, test the market, do the minimum viable product, take the mentoring help, and start working on them. But once they come out of the college, they are under pressure, they have to start earning, right? And they will get into some job, odd job, which they will not be liking. So that is a problem. So there's a huge impact, and that's where the depression starts, because you're getting into a wrong job and you're not enjoying it. And if you do all these experimenting during the college, get the mentoring, prepare yourself, get your skills, you get into the companies, you will enjoy it, because that will be very challenging. You will be up to that challenge.
Very true, very true. Like, coming back to my question as an add-on, you were passed out from Ambedkar Institute of Technology in computer science, that too in 2001. Then you went ahead completely to an insane segment compared to what you were doing was counseling and psychology from Ireland. Nowhere connected. And you started as a technical developer with Gates Academy in early 2001. So from there also, now what you're doing presently is again completely totally different segment. What gave you the courage? That too, we are speaking about the early 2000 when people will call us literally mad for completely changing our domains and completely getting out and getting into something strange and new. And psychology and all was not at all so popular in the early 2000s.
Right.
So how did you do that, and how did you make it possible?
Okay, let me share the secret. The biggest secret of my progress in life and adapting to the change is upgrading my skills at every stage. You won't believe, take any particular program, I used to analyze how it's going to help me upgrade my skills and contribute to the society. Listen to me carefully. Every time I used to look at what is that I can add to my skills and contribute to the society, and this gave me direction also. Like say I got into first technical development, I did coding, and then I had an aspiration that I want to be into enterprise resource planning, which is into business process management and developing software, which is more adding transformation to a business. So way back in 2001, 2002 itself, I had already made up that mind. My passion was already there. I had identified my passion. I identified what skills I have, what skills I need to develop, and then I identified what problems I'm going to solve for the society. I was very clear. By 20 years, I want to be a serial entrepreneur and a coach, transforming CXOs and businesses. I've been picked up. That is not updated in my profile yet. I've been picked up as India's leading small business coach of the year 2021 now also, right? So all these are happening because I already had a clarity. I had visualized that I want to be in that position. You know what, I'm also looking at something else which I don't want to reveal it in this forum right now, but I'm very clear about my goals, my future goals, and it is aligning with those goals. I shaped up, I transformed, I transitioned. I also took the market situation. Lot of what do you call slowdown happened in the period. 2001 world twin tower crash, 2008 another slowdown. All those were handled very meticulously because I had planned for my long term growth, and I always believed in upgrading continuously, and that gave me direction also. Okay, this is my passion, and now let me shape it. Why psychology? Psychology is very much required for every profession. Actually speaking, I'm an engineer with MBA, right? And I picked up psychology from the world's best, not even second, world's number one. ATI Ireland is the world's number one institute for psychology. And I picked up that because I want to understand as a coach what would make a difference in a CEO's life. Because I coach even CEOs, I coach coaches. I came to the students community because that is a big area which needs improvement. Otherwise, I am mainly a CXO's coach and a coach's coach, right? When I have come to students, their psychology is completely different because they always believe that life is always fun. But yes, life is always fun if you prepare yourself, if you do right things at the right time. And that's what I wanted to guide them by understand their psychological behavior and start guiding them on the technical aspects, on the management aspects, on the behavioral aspects, on the readiness for the campus to corporate and campus to business. So this is my very clear area to focus on, to help, and that's where I'm heading towards. I'm a serial entrepreneur and a coach. I'm a BNI director. I'm a channel partner for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh for Bada Business. I work closely, a lot of strategies, and I'm very happy and glad that I have best of the best people around me. Like Dr. Vivek Bindra is there. His community, huge chairmen and CEOs are associated with him, and that community itself is inspiring, right? So that's what I always wanted to do.
Thank you. If I want to start congratulating for your achievement, I think we need another session just to congratulate your achievements. It's too huge. We are blessed. Sir, my next question is more related to how you answered the previous one, the statements you have made. It's in the same line, maybe almost similar, but I was trying to know, how did you find a purpose in your life, and how is your purpose influencing others? Because you are mainly an influencer now, from corporates to the education sector, the young students, you're an influencer. So how did you find a purpose, and how is that purpose influencing others?
Yeah. I always believe in influencing skills, and I used to admire a lot of mentors like Azim Premji in my early days. I used to work in the same office. I used to meet him regularly. The way he behaves, the way he used to be down to earth, right? That started my initial journey of being influenced. I was in Sarjapur office, Wipro corporate office, right? And I used to see he used to, wash his own cup of tea which he used to drink, and he used to go and manage most of his things on his own. And he used to be down to earth. He used to not be lavish spending and all. So I used to learn a lot of things. Where you need to spend, you need to spend on people. You need to spend on the company's growth, right? You need to spend on society. You need to contribute, you need to donate in few places which adds value. So I do that, and that inspiration is continuing with so many influential leaders. Like Ashok Sutta has been my influential leader, Subroto Bakchi, Krishna Kumar Natarajan, some big names in the industry who have at the age of 70 years he started another new company, that, right? Ashok Sutta. So that is the energy which I got. And of course Dr. Vivek Bindra is also a big influencer for me. He is an influencer for people like the big names. Even Union Minister of Law is being influenced by him. So, take the best of the best, they are influenced by him. So all these are influencers on me. And I think it's I'm lucky to be amongst the influencers, their guidance. They have been very kind and helpful and guide selflessly, I should say selflessly. And that's how actually brought in that traits in me, that I have to be selflessly guiding people every now and then. If they are stuck, be open to hearing them and solve their problems. If I can solve someone's problem, and if they're growing because of my solution, I'll be very, very happy.
Thank you, sir. That was great. Especially you mentioning Asim Premji. I have been an ardent fan of Asim Premji. I still remember how I used to flaunt about he used an old Lancer car until he upgraded just to a Toyota Corolla. That is Asim Premji, and how his son was recruited in the company at a lower level and made him to grow at stages before he could take up any major management responsibilities. That is Asim Premji. Thank you for mentioning him in this interview session, sir. Definitely a great inspiration from Wipro. Sir, my next question is more related to the education sector. So now the new education policy is being proposed by the government and all. So how do you view the current education system in India as to how much awareness and clarity is being provided to the students, enabling them to survive the market demand? Because you closely work with the recruitment and the recruitment from lower level to the higher level. So do you think our current education system is giving a good clarity and awareness to the students?
Can I be very honest on this?
Definitely, that is exactly like what we'll be looking at.
See, let me be very honest. Our education system is not up to the mark, and that's where we are heading towards the major challenge. The $2 trillion loss which is expected in India is also because, considering our education system and even the new education policy, including that, we are still outdated. Still, we are outdated. I'll tell you what: 19th century content and 20th century methodology is given to 21st century students. I come from the corporate world and business world both, and I've been hiring left, right, center since 2001. I'm telling you, I've been hiring and firing a lot of IIMs and IIT graduates as well. But I'll tell you the frank thing is, no university, no college is up to the mark. That is the reality. That's the reality.
Unfortunately.
But I will tell you, there is a solution for that also. Like how Harvard University, Stanford University, and Wharton University is going for case study based and project based approach, where they bring the industry leaders, like say 100 plus industry leaders together to help students at each of the college, right? We are trying to do the same thing through Bada Business. And that's why I am proud as a channel partner of Bada Business. Wholeheartedly, I would say, Dr. Vivek Bindra has come with a whole new avatar, mainly to help the students community. Though he is helping a lot of entrepreneurs and all, but I saw the bigger advantages, the students who is going to benefit, because students are ready to learn. Students have the time to learn, the 2 years time or 1 year time, right? If they are going through the structure in which we are giving that, because we are helping a lot of universities like GLA University, we help 10,000 students. Sage University Bhopal, we are helping many students. Like that, we are helping so many students across various universities during pandemic. And now with the admissions coming in picture, it is also helping colleges also, because their visibility is getting higher. Because imagine Kiran Majumdar Shah, Mohandas Pai, Acharya Balkrishna, even young billionaire like our Ritesh Agarwal from Oyo Rooms, he is there part of our ecosystem. Not only them, Even people like Rajesh Mehta, who is world's largest gold exporter, the Fortune 500 company owner, he is a 2 lakh crore turnover company. He is part of our ecosystem. And imagine if there are more than 2000 students, they will come to the college once a year and inspire the students. Not only that, their content is given throughout the 2 years, everyday learning and implementation. Imagine the kind of transformations they can go through with this, right? So this is what we are doing to solve the bigger problem of our education system, trust me. And this is done at a very fractional cost. I'll not be revealing any numbers here, but it is as low as what a baby nursery kid, the kindergarten kid pays per month. We are charging for 2 years per student. Hello.
Sorry, I just had a technical glitch. Hope
Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry. Network technology sometimes is very tricky. Am I audible?
Area who
Yeah.
don't
Am
know
I?
about it.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, thank you, sir, for your insight, and sorry for the technical glitch in between. Now, connected to, congratulations, we have passionate members in the society, one like you and many other of your colleagues who are working for the national mission. And I believe it is because of your passion. Money oriented, other orientation won't give us a leverage for such a huge project. So now my specific question will be like, what is exactly passion? And in your opinion, and how to discover passion to continue the path? Because we need more Dr. Azmathullah Khans in the society for the population we hold in our country. So one Azmathullah Khan or a small group alone may not be sufficient. So we need more people to understand there is something called passion, and also realize how to venture into their passion. So your ideas on it, sir.
Right. See, I just came out of the COVID. Imagine the kind of energy I have brought in. See, internally, I'm telling you, I'm not very strong because the post-COVID effect is quite a lot. But only because I have a passion. Only because I have a passion and I have a common mission to serve the nation, right? I am able to speak with that energy, and only because of passion, I am coming out of COVID very strongly. I'm helping others around, not only me. Anyone who speaks to me, I guide them, saying that, hey, you need to have a passion. Whenever you get up in the morning, right, you should be excited to do what you are doing, why you are doing it. You should be really excited. Like, say, today I'm doing this because it will help students, and that's my passion. That's why I'm doing with full energy, right? So that is why I help. I during my sessions, you would have seen, I identify their passion and ask them to document their passion. Why? Because that is your foundation level one. If you are having a passion in some other area like singing, and but you want to do software engineering because your parents are pressurizing you, or because your peers are pressurizing you, you will fail miserably in the midlife. Actually, it's called midlife crisis. People, after some years, they will work, they will earn, but they will not be happy, and they will give up. They will say, hey, I'm not enjoying it anymore. Why not do that early? Why not decide your passion and identify what you want to do around your passion? Don't worry about what you're studying. Don't worry about what others are asking you to do. You identify your passion, and then you identify what are the skills which you have around that passion. What are the skills you want to develop? And when you bring that combination of passion and skills and you solve the problem of the society, that becomes a super combination. बोलते हैं ना, जो मुझे भाता है, जो मुझे आता है और जो बाजार चाहता है, जब इसका कॉम्बिनेशन बन जाता है तो पैसा अपने आप जेब में आता है.
Very truly, very true words, sir. Thank you for that. I'm sure this will help a couple of them to realize their passion. And being me, representing the soft skills department, I would like to call it more of a life skills. But in our organization, it is mentioned as soft skills department. What is your opinion? Nowadays, there are a lot of articles written on corporates are looking for people with life skills and hard skills. They are saying even if they are weak on it, we can take it. we can train them. TCS, everyone is having a program itself to bring in this life skills more than the hard skills element. And you already mentioned about the educational system, which is based on the 19th century with a 20th century methodology in 21st century. So how relevant is life skills, or do you still think hard skills is more important? What is your view on it, sir?
It's a balance. Every professional needs to have both life skills, there is a soft skills and the hard skills both, and soft skills play a major role in your growth. I'll tell you, majorly because if your communication skills are bad, you might not be able to convey the best of the best code which you have written. If your presentation skills are bad, you might not be able to present it to a customer and get the revenue. If your presentation skills are bad, you might not get promoted at all. Okay, because people want the best. They can't manage with the rest. They have to get the best. Do you want to be the best, or do you want to be the rest? I talk about S cube, right? Super shining star. So negotiation skills, communication skills, presentation skills, leadership skills are no more an option. It is mandatory. Soft skills is very, 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 very important. If people ignore soft skills, I think they are ignoring their growth, and they're actually looking for downfall if they are not doing anything on soft skills. Every day, think about what I can improve in terms of my communication skills, what I can improve in terms of my negotiation skills, what I can improve in terms of my presentation skills, what I can improve in terms of my listening skills, right? And what I can improve in terms of my leadership skills. So if you can start working on this rigorously, it can be like, go and mix up, network with people, get into forums, speak to mentors, interact on LinkedIn, interact, start having a conversation, brainstorm some ideas, brainstorm what you can add value, look at what you can do better every day. Those are the things which will help them on soft skills. And look at this, it will help even on your hard skills, because when you start doing this, it is definitely going to nurture your hard skills so much that you will develop required technical capabilities also naturally, isn't it?
Very true, sir. So, what you said was about bringing a balance. But today, if you notice, people are even still confused what is work-life balance. But I really hope your words will make them understand bringing a balance at least between hard skills and life skills, which is way important, as you have rightly mentioned. So now my next question is going to be a little tricky because it cannot be briefed so easily, but I have to ask you, being an entrepreneur yourself, what do you think are the major three, if I want to pick three qualities an entrepreneur requires to start, move on, and survive?
Hmm.
Many people start, now we are in a startup boom, but the problem is after 2 years you don't know where they are. I was a part of a startup which had to shut down after 2 years, so I myself falls in that community. So what is the three top qualities you believe in, that pursuing entrepreneurship?
Okay, first and number one is the clarity. Okay, second is the right skills. Third is the perseverance. So what did I say? CSP, which is clarity in terms of what? Clarity in terms of what, where you are today, where you want to head towards. Like, say, if someone is not doing this exercise every day, they are doing injustice to their life. Because I always say work life balance is imbalanced. That's my saying. Work life balance is imbalanced if you don't have work life success. Work life balance is imbalanced if you don't have work life success. Today people are struggling to make some revenue or income because they are even getting fired during the COVID because they had not worked on their work life success areas. That means they are not very clear in terms of where they are today, where they want to head towards in the next 1 year. They're not clear in terms of where they are today, where they want to head towards in the next 1 month. They're not clear in terms of where they are today and where they want to head towards in the next 1 week. They're not clear in terms of where they are today and where they want to head towards by the end of the day. This level of clarity, micro detailed clarity, is required in every person on this earth. There is no single person who is exempted from this. Like today I have to write down, Acha, today morning I get up in the morning, I did my exercise, I prayers, meditation, everything, and now by end of the day my health scorecard should be like this, my skill level scorecard should be like this, my revenue scorecard should be like this should be very clear. Even if they are working in job, okay, they should not be satisfied. One thing I want to say, they should not be satisfied with whatever job they are doing. They have to get better in their own job. That means if I'm doing something here, I want to see what better I can do in my life to become better person tomorrow and help many other people become better than me. Listen to me, Ken. Many help others people become better than me. It should be our intent. And when you do this with clarity, right? Clarity, then skill development and perseverance. CSP. Clarity, skill development, develop your skills. Whether you do a research, whether you take a training, whether you take the mentoring, whether you go through the video training, whatever it is. But skill development is must. And perseverance in what you're doing. Okay, now I want to achieve this. If I'm not putting that effort, if I'm not failing super fast, failing differently. Listen to me carefully. People don't make an attempt for the fear of failure. I would say that is the biggest mistake. Make an attempt, small attempt. Fail super fast, fail differently. Next time when you do the same thing, you're not going to repeat the same mistake. And that is the difference between the top successful people on this planet and people who are not actually making any progress. CSP, which is clarity, skill development, and perseverance. Fail super fast, fail differently. Hope that answers and gives a very, very thoughtful approach to you.
Definitely, CSP is going to be the USP for future entrepreneurs. Definitely. Now, like since you mentioned about entrepreneurship, but then maybe like we don't have a huge chunk of people entering into entrepreneurship, and they are going into employment. And in employment, also you have mentioned about the entrepreneur concept, rather than an employee. You have mentioned in one of your videos. So. This might be what the organizations must have to think. My next question will be more related to how the organization should be thinking, like how the future recruitment needs to understand the phase and the information the current generation possesses, and based on which they have to go ahead with recruitment. I have been recently listening to the Soho chairman. And he was mentioning about, he doesn't look at what is the score sheet, but he looks at the passion. And off late there was one security guard. He became a coder in his company, a developer in his company, through internal training. So in that way, couple of very few, it's a niche market still, where they understand the demands and the potential of the crowd and recruit. But still, aren't we following the old recruitment pattern? And what is your say on how the recruitment should work in the future?
I'll tell you, not future. Even with this COVID pandemic, you would see a lot of difference in the way recruitment is happening. And I'll tell you, the recruitment industry is also, a lot of fake jobs are being created to show that they are hiring. That is one sad part of it. I will not name any company here, but I'll tell you, a lot of fake jobs are shown just to show that company is hiring. But ultimately, they might not be hiring more than one or two people in that position, or even zero in some cases, right? So we should be very, very careful. And even campus selection, what will happen now going forward from this year itself, because I closely work with a lot of CHROs. I'm sharing some insights. So this people who are watching this are lucky because they are getting the real insights from the industry. Campus recruitment would also focus on no more employees concept, intrapreneurs. That means I'm going to hire a person, pay the salary, who is going to grow my company. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to hire an employee, pay him the salary, who is going to grow my company. That is not the employment. It is actually, it's a gig economy. It is a intrapreneurship. And you will not be surprised if there will be contractual jobs coming in very soon, even in campus recruitment. Okay, don't be surprised. And those will be very good. It's not that they'll be bad. Well paid and everything, because you're paid for outcomes. I also call it as outcome-based income. Okay, outcome based income. So this is something which is going to happen now in the industry, with pandemic and other things, and it's going to be more. And I think it's in blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, because people might think, oh, this is a threat. I'm not going to get a government like job. Where my life is set forever. No, no, no way. It is going to be extremely dynamic if you are ready to adapt to the change. Like you asked me, right, how did you make changes from one profession to another, and today you are a serial entrepreneur and a coach and all those things, right? It is the adaptation which you can make. That is what will I would recommend people, that you should be adaptable to the changes, and you should be dynamic like an entrepreneur. So develop your entrepreneurship skills right from today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't even wait for a day. Start developing it today. Whatever you require to do, there is a lot of content available, there is guidance, there is mentoring. If you need a structured guidance, we have a solution also for that. But start today. Entrepreneurship is a must thing. There is either entrepreneur or entrepreneur. There is nothing else. There is no job. Forget about the job concept, right? It's something called as job, work, and career. Job, work, and career, right? Job is at a very low level. Where bonded labor used to happen, right? That is job. We are no more in jobs these days. We are actually in the career side or work side, right? All of us either on the career side or the work side. But the job concept is nothing which came during the bonded labor times, right? So this is where I keep requesting people, please upgrade your skills. It's very, very important. It's like, holding my hands together. Please save my nation. Please save my nation. Because we are staring at the $2 trillion loss. We are seeing 93% of the graduates underemployed, not unemployed. They're getting job, but they're not happy. Their skills are not utilized well. So that is called underemployment. That is a problem. And then 95% startups are failing because they are also not well prepared. They go and start up. Oh, I want to do a startup, spent 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs and all into drain. And I don't want youngsters to really miss out either these. Either in the job or a business, be well structured, well programmed, have right frameworks, right guidance. Start with full guidance and confidence. Don't start blindly. Even job, you can't start blindly. Job, you have to prepare. Even before interviews, prepare well. Get into the right place. And I will tell you, with these secrets, every student will be able to attract better employment, better entrepreneurship, better growth very easily. And that is the current trend, Sabrina ji. It's not the future, it's current. The future is right now, right here.
Thank you. I'm really happy to listen to the fact that organizations start adapting, understanding the demands. Now it is for the entrepreneurs, job seekers or the career seekers to adapt by upgrading themselves in a faster manner, because you rightly said the situations are drastically changing and things are very dynamic of late, especially since COVID era. And you also mentioned about Save My Nation request with the folded hand. Exactly. So my next question was also connected. I'm like loving it. All my questions are well connected to how you are mentioning your views. So what will be your message for India? I understand this can be sort of a summarizing whatever you mentioned till now, but more specifically, what will be your message for a better India? It can be for the students, organization, or the entire nation.
I will pick up a phrase of my guru, Swami Vivekananda ji, who said, arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. Arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. I'm telling you, start with the passion, start developing the right skills, right areas to solve the customer's problems and society problem. If you focus on these three dimensions, passion, skill development, and solving the customer's problems, and look at that CSP. If you do this, as you said, it's a summarization. Arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. Every day is your target. Imagine Kohli and Tendulkar, when they come to the screens, they start with zero. Always they start with zero, right? Even if they have hit centuries a day before, they will start with zero because they have to focus. Otherwise, they'll get clean bowled. This is how our life is. Arise, awake, and stop not till your day's goal is reached. Don't even think about the, okay, I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to do this. No, 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 no. whatever you have to do today, because life is very precious. Today, what's happening is, we know the importance of life, our breath. I, being through the COVID journey myself, I felt that, I experienced it, that how important is our life, every single second, that oxygen which we take, right? And I can't tell you that experience is to realizing that, that you have to do something. Boss, I can't leave my precious seconds wasted anymore. I hope this, every second of this interview would be taken and implemented by people. That is what I can request everyone, that arise awake and stop not till your goal is reached. Life is very, very precious, and work-life balance is imbalanced if you don't have work-life success. With this, I really thank you for asking me all the questions, Sabrina.
Yeah, no, I have a final one because I reserved the best for the last. And being an avid reader myself, I cannot end this session with you without knowing a little bit about your bestseller book, which is an Amazon bestseller, and you got an award for that one. So without that, it will be an injustice to end this session. So kindly a few words on your book. You're a great author.
Yeah, thank you so much. My first book, which was released in 2000, I completed in 2015, and 2016 January I released it. It's called Risks Mitigated in the World's Most Amazing Projects. And I wrote another book a few months later, and that also became the bestseller. It's called Strategically Modifying India to Trump Ahead. Okay, both became the bestseller books internationally on Amazon, and even now it's on the Prime, some of them. And not only that, I give that as a gift to people who participate very effectively during my sessions. When I do the sessions for the students, right, I give a digitally signed book, because I love to give to the society, and if someone can take the inspiration and start implementing, it will be great. What I've done is, I've identified because I used to travel a lot, right? Risks Mitigated in the World's Most Amazing Projects is a summary of all the travels, and where I identified what were the risks involved in those projects. Let's say Taj Mahal, or let's say Burj Khalifa, let's say Leaning Tower of Pisa. What were the risks involved in such major projects? I've identified those summary points, so that it's easy to understand. It's not complex. Whatever I give is very simple version, so you can take the digitally signed free copy from me. Don't even have to pay me. Just write to azmat@badabusiness.com. I'll give you a free copy.
Thank you, thank you. I'll be definitely looking to have my next book as the risk mitigator, definitely. And thank you so much, sir. It's been really great experience for me on an honest way. From bottom of my heart, we all, the entire fraternity of Narayana Group, is indebted to the time and the knowledge and the inspiration you have shared. Definitely, it's the time for arise, awake, and not to stop, because we have lots of goals in ahead of us, a lot of challenges as well. So definitely, all these points should be understood and taken seriously by all of us, so that we have a better India, better world, and we have a better family, and we are a better human being at the end of the day. Once again, we all thank Dr. Azmathullah Khan, the renowned author, transformation coach. The list goes on for his achievement through his efforts to be always arising, awakened, and never stopping from achieving his goal. Thank you so much. Namaste to all, and thank you for all the audience as well. We will be meeting again soon with our next episode on Expert Talk Show. Till
Thank
then,
you. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Sabrina ji and Sadiq and others who are actually involved here. Thanks once again. And I wish Narayana College group, right, the best wishes to create the transformation in our country.
Thank you. Thank you.